My name is Yamina. I'm from Algeria, and this is how I look today. And in this very present moment of introspection, I'm about to share with you the story of how I was before. It all first started at the age of 13. I was 13, and I would have my hair on the floor, on my copybooks, and on my textbooks, literally everywhere. My sister back then, who studied medicine, told me that we call this trichotillomania. I was having trichotillomania at the age of 13. It is described as an OCD, but if I had to describe it in my narrative, in my story, and in my context, I would say that starting from the age of 13 up until 9 months ago, every time I made a mistake, I would feel pressure or some sort of pressure. And my way of dealing with this pressure that came right after making a mistake, I would take literally my hair off. It was not about cutting my hair. It was literally about taking my hair off. And that was the only way available back then in my mind in order to calm down and to ease myself from that pressure that I felt after making a mistake. To me, it was something huge to make a mistake. I knew that there was something wrong. I was having trichotillomania. I was dealing with pressure in a very not that right way. I needed to change that. Something has to be resolved. And I knew that I have got something to resolve, and I needed it to be me. I needed to count on myself and to do it by myself and to resolve this problem on my own. So I sat with myself and I said, I need to collect information and data in order to deal with this problem. I needed to know why exactly at the age of 13 did I have trichotillomania. What was that thing that happened back in the past or in my childhood that led to me having trichotillomania? And I also needed to go back to these very few rare times when I did absolutely not touch my hair, and to analyze it and to figure out what was the thing that was happening in my life that led to me temporarily stopping trichotillomania. What I ended up collecting as information from the past is that when I was a kid, there was someone in my life. Every time I would make a little mistake, their reaction to me making a mistake as a child was very exaggerated. They were very hard on me. So I memorized this as an information in my mind. This is how I thought dealing with mistake looked like. I thought that, okay, I made a mistake means the consequence would be being hard on myself. So I was mimicking that person's behavior. So every time right after that I made a mistake, I would feel pressure, and then I would be hard on myself, very hard on myself, to a point that I would take my hair off to punish myself, which is having trichotillomania. And what I also ended up collecting from those times where I did not touch my hair is that those times where I did absolutely not have trichotillomania corresponded to me having both of my hands and my mind occupied and busy doing something useful. They both were reaching their potential. So this is what I have learned so far. And back then, I did absolutely not touch my hair, and I do no longer have trichotillomania. It's okay to have mistakes. We all learn from our mistakes. Mistakes are potential opportunities to evolve as human beings. No need for us to be hard on ourselves.